what type rather of leadership's mindset or leadership style do you need to lead during an economic crisis that many countries in the world is facing right now? That is the topic for today. And I'm super excited to talk about that. Welcome to my channel. My name is Camilla. I'm CEO, founder, and a leadership coach in Calbert Coaching, where we help leaders like you thrive and help you get to that whatever next promotion, whatever next goal that is on your career ladder, so you can live a more abundant and amazing and wonderful life. Today, as I mentioned, I'm going to talk and I want to talk about the economic crisis. I want to put it on your radar and make you aware of not whether it's time for you to level up your leadership mindset. And before I do that, let me just say that I appreciate that you're tuning in. I appreciate all the comments and the engagements I get on these comments on topics on leadership mindset. I appreciate you. I value your time, and I value that you show up and comment. You can be doing different things, but you decide to show up and you decide to comment and engage, and I really really appreciate that, and I'm grateful for that. So thank you so much. Okay, so back to the topic. Many parts in the world are facing an economic crisis. In Denmark, where I'm based, the food prices have increased about 25%. It takes about a year minimum from when you order the car till the new car gets. It might be get 16 months before you get the car. Prices prices the house prices have dropped. um, Everything is increasing or changing. The money value is changing. What is not changing right now is our salary. I've spoken with quite a few people over the last couple of weeks, and there's a lot of industries, including pharma. Even though there's a lot of disruption, there's a lot of digitalization going on in pharma, but that also is a lot of reorganization happening in different industries. And of course, that makes people uncertain. How do you navigate? What about me? What about the salary? What about the promotion I really desired and I was promised, but it's not coming. Prices are increasing, but I don't get the salary. My salary doesn't increase 25%. How do I deal with that? And that was some of the questions I've been asked, and I coach people and giving them some guidance on how to deal with that. And to me, it all comes down to our mindset. The mindset is your personality, how you show up. And unless you worked, it's really interesting, because unless you work with a coach, you have no idea and you have no self-awareness of how you show up, the thoughts that you think. And then you can get you in the drill, and what if, and you create more uncertainty, more concern, more anxiety. The thing is, and oh, sorry, but I want to acknowledge that, of course, that makes so much sense, that we can get so stuck in what is, because we don't know the future. But what is to be true is that we can control our thoughts. And what also is a known fact is that, and historic data tells us, is that highly successful leaders, they know how to navigate in a time of uncertainty, in the financial times, in the financial crisis we had back in 2008. Now we are facing an economic crisis. We just had the pandemic 2 years ago. It's booming again. Australia is hit by COVID. Areas in US is hit by COVID. Europe is hit by COVID. Turkey is hardly hit by COVID. Portugal is hit by COVID. So there's so many uncertainties right now. And then we have the financial crisis on top of it, because of the war between Ukraine and Russia. So if we want to still be in business, if we want to put ourselves up and say, I'm not available to be redundant, be made redundant, then there is, you get to, and you must change how you show up. That is the way you actually gonna thrive during the crisis. That is the secret sauce to change your mindset. And here's about, so how do you change your mindset? It's an evolved leadership style that you get to embrace, and it all starts from within. I cannot emphasize it enough, but it all starts from within. And so the crisis, we say that crisis goes like, I don't, there's many different reports going out, right, circling right now, whether we're facing a recession or economic crisis, but we're certainly facing a world in transition or in change, transformation. We also have the food prices increase, as I mentioned, but we also have the climate change. There's so much going on. So, in order for you to stay in your leadership role, and just imagine, like, if your salary doesn't increase in the role you are now, but the food pricing increases by 25%, guess what? You will have less money in your hand. So, what you want to do is actually to become such an important asset to your company or a new company that they actually want to invest in you. I know that company wants to invest. I've been working in the recruitment department. I know that is the truth. It's just about, you get to trust yourself, and you get to know how to make or create maximum value. And as I mentioned in my session yesterday, it's about thinking smart. It's about utilizing the resources you have at hand. Your staff, for example. How do you do that? You have to go from a fixed mindset to an open mindset very fast. You get to embrace that. But here's the good news: you can learn it. It's no science. Everyone can learn as long as you're open to increase your self awareness of how you show up. And I do believe, I am a very strong believer, that those who make it to the top, and it doesn't have to be cold, but those who make it through the crisis, those are the ones that companies want to invest in, because those people, these leaders, can create even more impact. And I also believe, I'm a very strong believer in that it's either the rise or the fall of companies. Those companies that have like a bad company culture, it's very toxic, and they are product centric, not customer centric. Well, they will suffer. They may not even suffering now from being behind the digitalization journey. They may still be struggling, and I know many industries are struggling with disrupted supply chain. So there is a huge opportunity here to create impact. What you need to do, it's very simple, is to step up. You must step up in order to be ahead of of your competitors. That's how it is. Otherwise, someone else takes your next job role, right? And then you maybe stick where you are for the next couple of years. You don't get more pay rise or no bonus, or you may not be in the job market at all. So I just really want, with all my love, all my nods to you, once you create awareness about what is going on right now in the world, and it's like, all right, I know many parts of at least of Europe, it's going on holiday, and maybe there's a time here to think twice and reflect on your personal growth. Where are you right now, and who do you want to become? What impact, right? And here's about thinking the thoughts that makes you happy. Don't think thoughts like what if, that paralyzes you and that makes you sad. Because if you cultivate those or such thoughts, guess what? You will not move forward. And you need, my dear friend, my dear LinkedIn family, you need to move on. You don't need to, but if you want more success and live an abundant life, you want to move forward. And yes, sometimes it requires, and often, that you get out of your comfort zone. Because if you don't expand your comfort zone, guess what? Will you create more impact? No, you won't. So really, really wanted to share this with you. And welcome again to those who are just tuning in. And we're talking tonight about the economic crisis and the type of leadership style, the mindset that you need to embrace and practice in order to stay in game, in order to stay in competition. And I have an amazing news I want to share with you. Over the last couple of weeks, I have been talking with people about a fast track to VP program, which I think is really, really amazing. People want to join. It's a retreat on a luxury resort in Europe. We have guest speakers flying in. It's all lined up. But now people are coming back. Then maybe they don't get their company to fund it, or they may be concerned whether they have insufficient funds because now the company is going up for a reorg. So people are coming back to me, and I listened because people want to know more about the leadership mindset, how to pump it up so that you stay in business. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shift things around. So from the 18th of August, it's a Thursday, I am launching a 8 weeks leadership mindset program. I call it the Evolve Leadership Mindset. It's a coaching, it's group coaching, it's the mastermind of it. And I promise you that you will get insights that are so profound that will help you become stronger in your role, that will help you define your destination, and I give you tools and I'll give you strategies. So it's really outstanding. If I haven't worked with a coach before, this is your opportunity to get ahead of the game. I'm soon launching more information, but what I want to share with you is that if you're interested, join my free training on the 12th of July, because I'm taking you through the overall strategy that I used to level up my lifestyle, to build my entrepreneurial businesses, my coaching practice. And it's a shift in mindset, it's shift in my personality, and I've become a new Camilla than the Camilla that people know me 2 years ago. And if I can do it, you can too. It's just about embracing the unknown. I'm here holding your hand. I'm here to being your safety net. It's really about, if you're ready to really rock and roll and create impact, I promise you, you don't want to miss this amazing mastermind coaching opportunity. We start the 18th of August. That's the first thing. All right. So with this, and I just want to finish, but I wanna just announce another news. I'm going on a holiday very early Saturday morning, and you're joining me on that trip. I'm going to a wedding in South France, and I am going to, because I'm so committed to serve you and help you create a better life, and whatever questions shows up, right? So I will go live as I normally do, maybe not each and every evening, but I really try, because to do my best, and well, at least we have some time to do that, but to be present. I want to serve you. So you will join me on my journey on certain stops, during on certain stops in Germany, in certain stops in France. Spent quite a lot of time in France. So, and I'll try to also take some pictures so you can see. And I'm gonna analyze a bit on my way about leadership mindset, because leadership mindset is both when you show up in your personal life and in your private life. So I'm so interested in discovering what is really going on here, and how is people behaving? Is there any different from talking to Danes? I'm going to meet a lot of people in this wedding. I'm looking so much forward. It's also an MBA reunion. So I'm really just inviting you in on my journey. It's going to be amazing. So with this, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you to show up tonight. I know that some of you have not me to talk about economic crisis and leadership style and why it's important. And I know that I had some questions like, Tell me more, Camilla. Why is it that it's so important now? Nobody really talks about it, but you start to mention about it. And yes, let's talk about it and let's demystify it and let's embrace it. Let's prepare and let's just show that we can still succeed when it's all about mindset, right? And those who want to be on the journey and create impact, you know what you're going to do. You're going to level up your leadership mindset, because when you're navigating in a crisis, economic crisis, you're taking yourself through that crisis, but you're also going to lead by example and help your employees, guiding them through the crisis. You cannot distinct, or that is only one world, right? And so it's about really leveling up and embracing whatever fear is showing up. And we know from statistics, we know from coaching, that if you are stuck in fear, guess what? Will you thrive? Will you deliver above target? No, you won't. So that's why the world needs a different and evolved leadership mindset in order to succeed. And those companies who do that, they will just skyrocket. They will be, as I mentioned, I saw it in a article somewhere earlier today. You will be the Tesla in your industry. All right. Thanks for now. My name is Camilla. Drop me a note at camilla@calbertcoaching.com if you have any questions on this channel. Calbert, Calbert. All right. Enjoy the rest of the day wherever you are, and be in touch. Promise to be on tomorrow night before I go on holiday. Bye for now.